Welcome to the next segment of the series of tips on how to grow your business. Now, here's just a quick summary of the previous tips. Tip number 1, define growth, but define it on your own terms, not on anyone else's terms, not investors, not MBAs, not on the Small Business Administrations or scores. Just define it on your own terms, how it impacts your business, your sanity, your health, and your personal life. And the next tip, know your marketplace. So do your market research and understand your external and your internal environments. And that leads us to the tip for today. Tip number 3. Tip number 3 addresses the problem of the lack of clarity that causes confusion and impacts decision-making. So today's tip is develop clarity, because the lack of clarity impacts the decisions you make about your business. The lack of clarity causes confusion, which can cause you to delay making a decision and possibly lose an opportunity. Or it can cause you to make a poor decision that costs you money and time. Or the lack of clarity can cause you to be totally overwhelmed and stressed. And this impacts your mood, your attitude, and your ability to function in a calm manner. And that can carry over to how you interact with people in your personal life, your spouse, your partner, your children, your friends. So, my business coach reminds me when I sometimes get muddled or I can't see the forest through the trees, and that happens to all of us, that the lack of clarity is the root of all failure. So how do you get clarity so that you can reduce stress, you can reduce overwhelm and conflict and achieve your goals? It's difficult to move your business forward until you get clear on what it is you want to achieve. So here's a few tips to help you achieve clarity. Figure out what you want to achieve. That sounds really, really simple until you start doing it. What do you want your business to achieve? Now, here's the tip. Focus on the want, not the how. When we're working on getting clarity, the starting point is to figure out the what. Not all the details of how you're going to get there. Just figure out the end outcome, what. Being able to focus on the what requires a different type of thinking than you do when you're thinking about all the detailed tactics. So thinking about the want requires strategic thinking. Strategic thinking, in really simple terms, is a way of thinking during which you analyze the critical factors that influence or impact the long-term success of your business. And then you make decisions that'll move your business towards your goals. So strategic thinking is a mindset. It focuses on creating your future. And it's used as part of the strategic planning process, but it can be used outside of strategic planning. It can be used by anybody in your business, everyone from the business owner or CEO, your leadership team, employees, or independent contractors can all use strategic thinking. So strategic thinking helps you move your business from mere survival, even though these days mere survival is quite an achievement. It moves you towards creating your future. It helps you to be proactive instead of being reactive during times of change. And right now we're continuing to experience rapid change, not only economically, but also technologically, and in the vast breadth of knowledge that we have available to us. So strategic thinking will help you identify those new opportunities that surface, evaluate whether you want to pursue those opportunities. And strategic thinking is unique because it leads to innovation. You can use strategic thinking to help you decide which direction you want to go with your business or your life. And if you're just starting your business, you use strategic thinking to figure out what's the purpose of your business. What's your business's mission? And regardless of how long you've been in business, you use strategic thinking when you're figuring out the vision of where you want your business to be in the future. And you use strategic thinking when you're prioritizing your key strategic initiatives. It's those items that you have to address in order to achieve your vision. So there you have it. That's how you solve the problem of a lack of clarity that causes confusion and impacts decision-making. Embrace strategic thinking, not tactical thinking, to develop clarity. So here's the quick summary. Tip number 1, define growth on your own terms. Tip number 2, know your marketplace and do your market research. And tip number 3, develop clarity using strategic thinking. So that's the tip for today. Join me for the next segment of tips to grow your business when I share the next tip and also share a very special offer to help you grow your business. Thanks for joining me, and join me again for tip number 4. See you then. Bye-bye.